Hey guys, welcome to M&M IELTS. Today's video is about two important points that I want to discuss that a lot of us ignore, or maybe we just don't keep those 2 points in mind, especially when we prepare for our IELTS speaking test. We all have that dream that I want to clear my IELTS exam. I want a perfect 9 band in IELTS. Now, when you need a perfect score, your preparation also needs to be perfect. Your preparation needs to be balanced. What happens is, I have seen this personally, that most of the students, they're so focused on the content that they will be speaking in front of that teacher, that invigilator in that exam room, that they forget about how to speak, the way of presenting yourself, because all the focus is on content, all the focus is on what to speak, what words will I use, what fancy words can I use. But there are 2 points that we miss focusing on and practicing and taking feedback about, because of which we might not get our desired score. Let us discuss those 2 points in detail today so that we can achieve our desired band score for IELTS speaking. The first one is our oral fluency. Now, the reason I want to cover oral fluency today is understand what is oral fluency. What is fluency, first of all? If I ask a lot of you, whosoever is watching this video, ask yourself, what is fluency? Some of you will say, my flow of speaking. Some of you will say, the speed of speaking. Some of you will say, speaking with no hesitation. Some of you will say, uh, speaking with no pauses, right? People will say that. So many different points. Now, let us understand what fluency is, what good fluency is, what fluency should I be having in my speaking exam so that I get my desired score. First of all, fluency means the flow, the way you speak, your flow, your rhythm. Your speed is also part of your fluency, but fluency doesn't mean that you have to speak fast. If I speak fast, I am a fluent speaker, and if you speak slow, you're not a fluent speaker. That is not the case. We are not robots, we are human beings. In front of that person who is assessing you for your IELTS speaking, you need to speak like a natural human being. You can't be robotic, you can't speak with no expressions on your face or no, like a robot. Just don't talk like a robot. The way I am talking to you right now, there has to be some expression in my voice. Some words which I feel are important, I might stress on them while talking to you, because according to me, those words are important. There's a rhythm in my way of speaking. There's highs, there's lows. Sometimes I'm putting some more energy on words. Sometimes I'm just talking normally because I feel that they are normal words. But if I feel there's something really important I'm going to talk about, I might just put some little energy on it, some stress on it. My normal flow of speaking, my normal speed of speaking, not too fast and not too slow. I have to speak normally. And I don't need to speak so fast that the examiner is struggling to understand about what am I trying to convey. That is not fluency. And when you speak, fluency is also not hesitating. Now, what is hesitation? Hesitation doesn't mean that if you're thinking, you're hesitating. Hesitating means like you're speaking the same word again and again and again in continuous motion because you're trying to think of a word. Let's say I'm trying to think of a word and I'm saying, I'm trying to think of a word, I'm trying to think of a word, sorry. This is hesitation. This is like breaks, obstacles in your speaking. This is not recommended. If you do this, then your fluency is poor and you will not get a good score. I always recommend my students that whenever you are confused as to what is a good fluency, what fluency should I have, I always tell my students, whenever you speak your first language, whatever your first language is, maybe you're speaking it with your kids, your partner, your family member, anyone, just record yourself. And after that, listen to your recording when you're free, when you're speaking your first language, that recording, not English. When you listen to your recording while you speak your first language, try and understand, how is my confidence? How is my speed? Am I hesitating? Am I repeating the same word again and again because I'm struggling to find a word? Am I speaking like a robot with no expression in my tone? Is there any highs and lows, or is it moderate and monotonous? Ask these questions to yourself and write down the answer. When you listen to your own audio about you talking in your first language and you answer these questions, you have to speak English in the exact similar pattern, in exact similar manner in front of that teacher. That is a perfect fluency. That is a good fluency. Speaking confidently, speaking with some energy, some expression, some rhythm, some tone, highs, lows, and in a good flow without hesitating. That is a good fluency. Fluency doesn't mean that I have to speak like a train or a plane, that just comes and goes so fast and my fluency is good. That is not what fluency is in IELTS test. So please make sure you understand the definition of fluency, you understand the requirement of your speaking test so that you can deliver what is expected out of you. The second most important thing that students ignore is called pronunciation. Pronunciation. Now let us understand what pronunciation is. Pronunciation is sound, sound of words. Right now, when I'm talking to you, the sound that I'm creating about the words that I'm speaking is the pronunciation of those words. Pronunciation is not accent. Please understand that. A lot of people, they think that pronunciation means accent. The students feel that good pronunciation means if I speak like someone in America, someone in England. No, that is not pronunciation. Nobody is expecting you to speak like a British person or an American person or an Australian or someone from Canada. Nobody is expecting like nobody is expecting that from you. You have to make that thing very clear. If you're born in X country, you will have an accent because you were born there, you were raised there, you had your education there. There is no need to change your accent or copy someone's accent thinking that if I talk like someone in some other country, if I change my accent and make it fancy, I'll get a better score. No, there is no marks, no scores, no bands for accent. People from any country having any accent can get a full score. It is about the way you speak, your fluency, your pronunciation. Pronunciation means the sound that you create. The most important word I tell my students to keep in mind is pronunciation means clarity. Right now, when I'm talking to you, if whatever I am speaking is clear, you can clearly understand what I'm speaking, then my pronunciation is good. Doesn't matter what accent I use. Similarly, doesn't matter what accent you use, if you are speaking something that is clearly understandable by the person sitting opposite you, then your pronunciation is good. But if you speak in a way that the person sitting opposite to you is struggling to understand what you're trying to convey, then that means your pronunciation is poor. So these two pillars, I would say, fluency pillar and pronunciation pillar, these two are extremely important pillars for you to achieve your desired score in speaking. I only want to encourage all of you that along with the content, yes, content is definitely important. What to speak, what words can I use, how to generate ideas, how to make them best use of the preparation time, and how to answer in the best possible way using those points that you've written during your preparation time. Yes, all that is important. But fluency and pronunciation is equally important for you to get your scores. I hope this video was useful for you in order to understand the importance of fluency and pronunciation in your IELTS speaking. If you have any confusion, you can always put that in the comment section below. If you are after any specific topic or any specific challenge regarding IELTS that is bothering you, you can always put that in the comment section below, and we are more than happy to make videos on those topics, those subjects regarding your IELTS test. All the best.